All right. Welcome to the show. We're going to do something a little bit different today, and we are going to look at some guys playing on the La Quinta, the Nicholas, and the Stadium courses this week at the American Express Championship. And I am your host, Billy Ho. Nice to meet you. If you don't already know me, I have a DFS Flophouse Discord, and we have several dozen of the Rock's greatest fans. But there's a really great group of guys, and we always discuss this kind of stuff, different strategies, what to do, what not to do. And the question is this week, what are you gonna do? How do you want to play it? Do you want to start off with guys on the Stadium? Do you want to start off with guys at La Quinta? La Quinta is the easiest course. Thursday weather looks good. Saturday weather looks a hair bit gusty. It's all in your own opinions. And I'm going to give you a few of mine. So we're going to get my screen up here directly and take a look. We got Day, Nicholas, and Stadium T guys over here for round one showdown. Glover on La Quinta has very good history. He scores very check because he is a ball strike putting. And of course, you got Rahm and Cantlay both on La Quinta day one. So they're going to be like number one and number two owned. And then I got my man Willie Z down here. And the guy I used to play in showdown all the time. And he did slip off toward the end of the fall. But he is really good at getting those 3x birdie bonuses. So keep your eye on him. He tees off in the AM or PM, whatever you want to call it. And that was one thing I did want to also bring up. There is no waves this week. I don't know if I've heard too many people mention that fact, due to the fact that there are 3 different courses and they are going off on first tee and 10th tee. As you can see by the times, there are only 2-hour gaps. So keep that in mind. So you're not playing any kind of AMP guys down here. Cam Champ, I'm not 100% keen to course. So the guy, if he can do, the guy can score like a banshee. And these are some other. Taylor Moore has the ability. He was kind of an outlier. Adam Hadwin has great course history. And I want to say he shot his 59 on La Quinta. I can't say that for sure. It was either Nicholas or La Quinta, but the dude shot a 59. So he has the ability to go low key. And just eyeballing it a little bit. If you want to look down, Seamus Power is on Nicholas day one. And you have Corey Connors on Nicholas, Luke List, Brendan Steele looking for a bounce back. Russell Henley, is he over the broken heart? I don't know. Chris Kurt, Sung Jae, Abe Answer, all on Nicholas, score-worthy courses. And don't forget about the Stadium course, because Thursday and Friday look pretty good weather-wise. So a lot of people, if you remember last year, I believe the Stadium course outscored the Nicholas course by just a little bit both days. So you have to also keep that in mind. And you got, let's see, if I look down here right quick, Pat Gazire, CH3, Matt Wolf. And Matt Wolf, I'm big on this week. I love Matt Wolf this week. The guy is scoring full, high upside, volatile. So he would be a guy if you wanted to throw in a showdown lineup with a couple of Stadium guys. Matt Wolf would be one of your guys. And let's see, anybody else here looking good to me? Going back to La Quinta on day one, you got Tringali, Seabez, Christian Bezadenhout, Motown Philly, Phil Mickelson. and Ricky Fowler together. That ought to be a lovely pair. I can't wait to see that one. I kind of hope the ESPN Plus drops that pairing, because they could either both play really well or both be an absolute shit show. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes down. And of course, Rom and Tony Finau, touchdown Tony, top 5 Tony. That's a good pairing going off early on the Quinta. And let's see. Of course, Siwoo Kim and Patrick Reed is kind of an interesting pairing. I'm kind of holding off on Siwoo, and we'll get to him later for the Pete Dye Stadium course. And of course, Cantlay is paired with Scotty Too Hottie, and that ought to be a fun pair. Let's see who else we got here. I'm just kind of free balling it. So, my first free ball show. So, holla at your boy. I had a couple drinks. Get it done, right? All right. Nicholas, we did say Seamus. Griot is no fly list. Emilio Griot is on the no fly list for like ever now. I gave the dude one shot last week, and he still failed me. Buckley, I like. Corey Connors, Luke List, Abraham Answer. I'm kind of digging this week, but I really thought the miscut would have made him a little less popular, but apparently not. He's just 20% Abe Answer all day. So this is Thursday's tea times on that ass, and do with it what you will, but some form or fashion, I'm probably going to have a handful of these guys in a showdown lineup. I'm going to jump to the Friday tea times, and you can see who's playing La Quinta, Nicholas, and Stadium. Now, the one thing I did want to mention, the weather. Weather is, I mentioned in my first video that Saturday looks a bit gusty with 15 to 20 mile an hour winds, but it kind of comes in late Friday, like 7 p.m. Pacific. But you never know with the weather, because it could come in early or it could come in late. So you may catch some of these guys on the tail end of the Friday afternoon wave getting a little bit of extra wind for their bucks. And then Saturday, it kind of does look like gusty winds, but I don't think it's anything that's going to be too awful, unplayable, for lack of a better term. To me, every time I try to stack weather, play weather, do this, that, or the other with weather, it screws me. Some of my best weeks have been when I just said, fuck it, and just made my lineups, ran my models, did my thing, didn't pay any attention to who was AM or PM or what the fuck ever. I just played my dudes and just left it alone. And then things worked out pretty well for me. So, it is what it is. But beware, late Friday through all day, almost all day Saturday could be moderate to gusty winds. So if your guys are playing the Stadium, they're going to probably have their most challenging tee to green type games. Now, back to this Friday slate, if you want to call it that. I want to look at who's playing Nicholas, and Rory Sabatini. I think will be all right this week. And then you got Sabatini, Tringale, Swafford, Lucas Glover, all in that range right there. Cam Champ, Seabass, Munoz, I'm feeling good about. Adam Hadwin. This could be a good day to dunk on some Nicholas guys. But like I said, it's really hard to say. First through 10th tee, it's a little wonky. The guys on La Quinta, by the way, teeing off, I believe, have the best scoring opportunities. It almost goes either way, but there are back-to-back par fives and on La Quinta on the front nine, but then you have easy holes 10 and 11. So if you start off on 10, it almost can go either way. So I'm not going to really give it too much advice on, play this guy off on first tee versus this guy on 10th tee, because the wraparounds, some of these courses are so damn easy. It's ridiculous. So, they can still birdie 5 or 6 straight anywhere, anytime. And the Stadium Tee guys for Friday that look all right, I'd say Corey Connors. I'm not 100% sure, but I kind of feel like I like Corey Connors on less windy. So if he's playing earlier Friday, I like that. Luke List, I wanted to mention him just real quick. Perpetually overpriced. They actually, after he was so bad for so long, dunked him down into the 6Ks. But now that he's playing better, it's like he gets this, I don't know, extra bump in price at 8K. I mean, I'm going to let that guy see if he can get it done, I guess. I really can't see going 8K on him this week. And I'm definitely not playing Jason Day. Show me something. At least show me you can play 4 rounds of fucking golf, dude, for real. And of course, down at the back nine, you got famous Seamus, and I'm hoping he can still maintain, because if he can keep going what he had going last week and what he's had going, he is going to be absolute dynamite this week. I know he'll be highly owned, but he will be dynamite. Doug Gim, the Gim Reaper. He seems to do me more harm than good a lot of times when I play him. The guy can score DraftKings points when he putts, but I've almost come to the conclusion that he is strictly POA, POA putter. Now, we are on West Coast, which he is somewhat good at, and he can ball strike like a fool. So it's possible that he could do some damage. I'm going to go on to day 3 here while I digress. And just because Hayden Buckley's up there don't mean I'm all like sucking Hayden Buckley's cuckly. So just ignore that. But he is a guy, I think, that was going to have a decent run at it on Saturday. He was a guy that I thought had a little bit of win game when I ran models. And my man Siwoo up here, Patrick Reed, Cantlay Scheffler. And I've got some comments on Cantlay when I finish up here in a minute. Let me see who else we got. These are guys that are going to be playing Stadium Saturday. And if you like that kind of thing, if they're going to make the cut, they're playing Stadium Saturday and then right again Sunday. So, back to back, same course, learn from your mistakes, maybe come back, be better Sunday. Will Z is going to be low owned, and I'm going to put it down. He makes the 3X birdie mark at least twice. Tringali, Swafford, Glover, all the same guys I mentioned before that played La Quinta Thursday are all here. I think most of these guys, and like Russell Knox, who I really kind of despise, but playing the stadium course where there's more wind is going to benefit him more than anybody. I don't really know how bad it's going to kick up. It could hit 20, 25. Who knows? So Runox might be in play. And then we go back over to La Quinta, where you'll have the easiest time, famous Seamus. And let's see who else we got here. Corey Connors. Brendan Steele, I'm debating on whether or not to run him back. He was bad last week, but he has good history here. M Answer. I think that's a good team. I think they'll feed off each other. Buckley Pendrith is an interesting pair. Day Rose. Oh gosh, that just seems like old school, no school, doesn't it? I don't know. But anyway, that's your 3 tea time guys right here. And I just wanted to pump up here to a quick model. And this model I ran, it's like your standard easy scoring model with all your point scorers. I really emphasize DK scoring, opportunities gained, par 5, birdie or better. You can see it. Hayden Buckley over the fall swing is interesting because he did come out number one on par 5s, which there are obviously par 5s for days to score on. He has not seen these courses, but who's to say he's never played them? I don't know. I've never met the guy. But and then you got, of course, Adam Hadwin, who is like the course history guy here. Gooch, and we all know what he's done this fall. Of course, Rahm, he's had limited rounds, but he still ranks up there. And Cantlay. And I think I'm gonna just show you all this all the way down. Andrew Landry, I like this week. Mark him in your books. He's not great on par 5s, but the dude can play. He likes these short knocker courses. Valero comp. I have heard the Valero comps this week. Man won Valero. Just, put that in your lizard brain for the week. And touchdown Tony down here. These are just top 15. I'm not going to scroll down. The last thing I did want to mention, this is a pro-am, which means these rounds are going to be long rounds. Now, I've watched this guy here play, Patrick Cantlay, and the dude is pitter-patter of little feet. He takes his time on every shot, every putt, every look. I think this, if you wanted to do course fit for pro-ams, he's kind of the guy that fits that mold. So I actually think I might swerve on Cantlay a little more than Rahm. I'm definitely going to play some Rahm because he's the best player in the world, on an even field. If you put them all out on, wherever. But this course, this rule, 54 cut, everything's a little bit different. So you just got to be mindful of that. And in closing, good luck, everybody, this week. I hope you all do well. And holler at Billy Ho. Give me a comment down in the section and tell me what you like, what you didn't like. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I'm a big boy. I work out. I'm big swelly. Don't be scared. I ain't going to beat you up. I ain't going to IP trace you and come to your house and knock on your door. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, yeah, let me know what you think and if this video did you any good. And next time out, I'm going to start doing some more face-to-face. I got to let you see these pretty, this mug right here. So thanks for joining me. Really, honestly, I do appreciate any likes. Subscribe, please subscribe. I want to get to that 1,000 sooner rather than later. And it's been really fun so far, but a lot of hard work. So I appreciate all that you guys do for me. And we'll see you next time.